What's going on, traders? Welcome to this week's Forex forecast. Let me know in the comments down below what pairs you're watching this week, and if you want a link to all my charts for daily chart analysis for only $5 CAD per month, there's a link in the description for Patreon. I hope to see you there. Alright, starting off with the US dollar. The past week, the banks got rid of 7,300 longs and got rid of 5,000 short positions as well. Looking at the weekly chart, we almost came in contact with this weekly supply. We're already starting to see price turn around, and that is right at area of very nice daily supply, very fresh. So we have seen that reaction of daily supply, which is why the US dollar pairs have been trending down. This is why you should, really check out the Patreon and track all these zones with me, because maybe you could be buying the US dollar in this area but not knowing that we're at daily area of supply. So check that out for sure. But we're probably going to go over the euro here really quick. I just wanted to break down the US dollar, and if it's going to break this daily supply like this, then I think it will turn around up here, because then we will be contacting that fresh area of weekly supply. Alright, so on to Euro USD. The past week, the banks got rid of 24,000 longs and got rid of 6,000 short positions as well, but they still remain very bullish. On the euro, my best buying opportunity would be right here at this monthly/weekly area of demand. I'm very interested in buying this. I will be looking for 4-hour confirmation in there. For all of you day traders out there, this is what I'm eyeing down. This is what I'm going to start doing a lot of my weekly Forex forecasts, is showing you day trading opportunities. If price comes down here to this demand level, looking for 15-minute confirmation would be okay based on the 4-hour as your curve. That'd be fine. And then you also have 1-hour supply right here on the 1-hour time frame here that broke this trend line. Not the best supply, but we could see reactions, so you could get a nice little 2-to-1 in the 5-minute time frame there. So that's what I'm going to start doing a lot on these weekly Forex forecasts. The daily chart is in that downtrend, so shorting, in my opinion, is the best concept. But at the same time, we're so close to weekly supplies. Shorting right now is going to be very volatile, right? It could come down here and spike back up, and that is what I'm ultimately waiting for on the Euro USD. Alright, looking at Aussie dollar, AUDUSD. The past week, the banks added about 8,000 longs and added 16,000 short positions. And that is as we are coming in contact with this weekly demand again for the 3rd time. So I am expecting this to break, and then we will have new supply up there. So be cautious for that. It could very well break very easily. We do have this very nice daily downtrend here. So looking for shorts on the lower time frames is very okay, even though we are at that tested area of weekly demand, in my opinion. So if you come here, we're actually almost at this 4-hour area of supply, which I am going to set an alert at, and then what I'll be doing is going down to a 15-minute time frame and looking for some day trades, and I'll target this next area of demand down here for my ultimate target. So for all you day traders out there, take a look at this 4-hour zone. There could be some day trading opportunities in there. In my opinion, on the 1-hour, I'm probably not going to break down the 1-hour too much. It's probably mostly going to be the 4-hour for 15-minute confirmation. But if you're tracking the zones with me on the Patreon, you could have probably found some sort of 5-minute confirmation trade in there and be well in the profit by now. But for now, I'm definitely short bearish or short bias on this pair. Like I said, just waiting for this 4-hour area of supply to be hit, and it's kind of looking like it's already reacting off of it right now. So we could have already seen the trade, and I guess it was kind of right there, barely. Wouldn't be a trade that I would take. But regardless, if price does come up here again and touch it, I will be looking for 15-minute confirmation. Alright, on to the British pound, GBPUSD. The past week, the banks got rid of about 7,800 longs and added almost 2,000 short positions. But they're still majority long here. We could see another reaction off this daily area of demand like that. So if you do look for confirmation in this daily area of demand, it's going to have to be on a 4-hour time frame, since it is tested now almost 3 times, coming in for the 3rd or 4th test. Depends if you want to call that one right there a test or not. But in my opinion, it's very risky buying here. We could see some sort of spike down like that, then a push up. It's kind of looking like a trap setup here. For all you day traders out there, we are in this 4-hour area of demand here, so you could be looking for 15-minute confirmation right here, and as of now I don't see much of anything. There was a little setup here that eventually broke, but you know, sometimes you lose. The GBPJPY trade that I took, you know, I made 7 to 1, so now I can lose 7 times and I'd be at even. You kind of get what I'm saying. So yeah, as far as this chart goes in the 4 hour, you can either look for confirmation in this zone right now, or you could wait really and see. In my opinion, it's definitely safer to wait and see. But if this daily area of demand does decide to break, really there's nowhere fresh that I see price going to. So then we'd have to hop down to the weekly, and then there's nothing fresh here at all as well. So in my opinion, I think we're going to see the pound continue to rally and break this weekly area of supply. Alright, on to USDJPY, the Japanese yen. The past week the banks added 23,000 longs and added 6,800 short positions as well. As you can see, this is a daily time frame. We finally broke this daily area of supply here. So now if price does come down into this daily area of demand, I will be looking for 1 hour momentum shift to the upside. So that's one reason, like I said, to check out the Patreon, because then you could basically open up your chart, prices in that daily demand level, you know, then you can come over and you can see all of the new 1 hour areas of demand, right? Price could be down here, I could have my demand zone here, and that could be if you know how to trade confirmation, that could be the zone that, you know, I'll take and that you can take. It's not a signal, right? But it can definitely help. So I highly recommend checking that out. Right now there is a new area of demand down here on the 1 hour, which I do not expect to hold. I actually think price is going to realign back to this daily area of demand, and I think that I definitely will be looking for that 1 hour confirmation in that zone. For all you day traders out there, we are almost contacting this 4 hour area of supply, so you could definitely be on a 15 minute chart right now. But if you're on the 15-minute chart looking for 4 hour supply confirmation, you're going to want to see a new high made, then a push down, then maybe you get that push down. That's what I'd be waiting for, and I'm also going to be waiting for that on USDJPY, and I'm actually going to set an alert there right now. So my alert is set on that 4 hour supply, where I will look for, you know, some day trades in there on the 15-minute time frame. Alright, on to USDCAD. The past week the banks got rid of almost 10,000 longs and got rid of almost 12,000 short positions as well. So not much to go off of there, but they are still remaining 73% bearish on this pair, so long the Canadian dollar. And as you can see, very nice reaction off this weekly supply so far. I do still think we will see a push up and go to that monthly supply, but if it doesn't, you could simply be looking for 4 hour confirmation right in there. So this basically up here was when price came into that 4 hour area of supply. Let me make it red like that. Price came down, created a new zone. That would have been a trade right there. It never came down, right? And you could have taken this 4 hour demand rate, 4 hour supply. I don't like this move away, how it just basically came right back up. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of it. But that actually could have been a trade that you could take, and you might have been stopped out depending on how large your stop loss is. So, you know, if you're kind of a day trader, you could be hovering around on this 4 hour chart. Maybe wait for a nice move down to find a new 4 hour area of supply that we could be getting in short. If you go to the 1 hour, there's actually 1 hour supply here that has been working. So you could actually go to a 5-minute time frame like this, and then you could find a break in momentum like this. So you had a little zone here like that. So you actually had kind of a day trade right here like that. You probably wouldn't have been filled yet, but technically that was fine if you wanted to look for some sort of 5-minute confirmation in that 1 hour area of supply. Even though price is sideways, I'm not a huge fan, but I'm just trying to show you guys more day trading opportunities. And then looking at the daily time frame here, if next week, if price does come down here to this daily area of demand, you could look for 1 hour confirmation here for, you know, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, because eventually I think price will continue to the downside on USDCAD. So especially since we're reacting off of that weekly area of supply. But right now I think the highest odds are waiting for some sort of 4 hour confirmation where you can get in short. Alright, on to USDCHF, the Swiss franc. The past week the banks got rid of 4,000 longs and added 8,000 short positions. So now they're very short again. They're 74% short, as you can see on the call reports. And that's as price came up to this daily area of supply right here. So you could have been already, I can already tell you could have been looking for a 1 hour confirmation trade. Let's see if we got one, and we did. I missed this one. I believe I was sleeping. Yeah, this was at 2 a.m. so there's no way I was awake for this. Price came down. So we basically reacted off of a daily area of supply like this. Price came down, created supply, so you could have shorted that pullback right there. That would have been a perfectly good trade. See the risk to reward on this so far. Healthy stop loss. So that's a 3-to-1. So it's gone almost 4-to-1 right now, but that's a 3-to-1 right there easily, right? And that's probably where I would have taken profit at 3-to-1, since we are reacting off weekly demand that I don't expect to break. Just would have been the safest route. So you still could be looking for 1 hour trades in here. Right now, I think the safest bet if you want to get in short would be to wait for this daily or this 4 hour area of demand to be removed like this. Then we can start to short those pullbacks like that. I think that would be pretty high odds, because then what that would be 4 hour confirmation in daily area of demand. And in my opinion, that's much stronger than a 1 hour confirmation. All right, looking at gold, the past week the banks got rid of 35,000 longs and added 7,500 short positions, but they're still very long on gold. I believe this is just a pullback. We reacted off of this weekly area of supply right here like this very nicely, so you could have been looking for 4 hour shorts. Looking at the daily time frame, there's really no great demand here at all. If price were to come back up here to this daily area of supply, we could look for 1 hour confirmation. You know, if you're a day trader and you're on the 4 hour time frame, there's really nothing nice on gold right now. We've just been ranging on the 4 hour time frame right here like this. So there's really nothing going on. I want to see what happens. If we break out of that range like that, then great. We can short those pullbacks to the downside. But for now, I definitely want to see this area be removed before doing anything or considering taking any trades in this pair. Ultimately, what I would like to see is price to push up to that area of daily supply, and then I think looking for a 1 hour confirmation in this area is very high odds. That's just my opinion. But for now, gold's kind of a waiting game. In my opinion, you should be buying physical gold all the time. It's never a bad time to buy gold to protect yourself against inflation and the government. With that being said, you know, if you're day trading, there's really nothing great. I already have my alert set up here on the 4 hour chart to look for 15-minute confirmation in this supply, but until that happens, I'm not doing anything on gold. All right, looking at crude oil, the past week the banks added 12,000 longs again. They've just been adding a ton of longs the past 4 weeks, and they got rid of 3,000 short positions as well. But I'd be very careful. We're coming up to this weekly area of supply. We're actually reacting off of it right now. So a fresh area of weekly/monthly supply is in control that I do expect a break to happen, but at the same time, I'd be very careful buying on the lower time frames, because we could see it get very volatile around here and see these shorts increase. So right now on oil, I'm basically waiting for price to come to this weekly area of daily area of demand right here, where I will look for 1 hour confirmation. So my alert is set. I actually got to set it just a little lower. So when price does come in here, I will be looking for 1 hour confirmation like that to the upside, and I will be looking for anywhere between 3 to 5 to 7 to 1 on my money. That's just what I do now. But yeah, even for day trading oil, there's really nothing going on. You could look for 15-minute confirmation in this 4 hour area of demand, but I think that is basically almost the daily area, so it would be safer to look for a 1 hour confirmation in there like that. But for now in oil, there's just not too much going on. You could actually still look for short opportunities on the 4 hour, but if you look at this 4 hour, it's going to be very, very difficult to get, because if price finally does give us confirmation like this, we're going to be well deep into daily area of demand. So ultimately, if I'm going to be shorting oil, I'm going to have to see very good confirmation. I'm basically going to have to see this. Then I'll short oil like that. I'm not just going to short oil as soon as this daily area of demand gets broken. If it does, I need to see multiple zones get removed. for that weekly area of confirmation. But for now, I think the highest odds would be waiting for this daily demand to be hit and then looking for 1 hour confirmation. Alright everyone, thanks again for watching this week's Forex forecast. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well if you don't mind. I really appreciate all the support. Let me know in the comments down below what pairs you're looking at this week, and maybe we can get in touch and you can send me a chart and let me know what you're looking at. I always like looking at charts. So with that being said, let's have a great trading week and let's make some money. Cheers.